Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening everyone. Welcome to our program named HR Chit Chat. So, my name is Abad Zafar Fikri bin Arifami and today we will dive into an essential issue that happens in organization, where it is a challenge in implementing an effective training and employees development in order to make an organization better. But before that, let us watching a video. Let's go.
Good evening everyone. Starting next week, we will use a new reporting system. Training starts tomorrow.
Great. What kind of training?
Digital marketing.
Digital marketing? But I work in customer service and my team is in operation. Why we need this training?
Unfortunately, this is the only training program we could afford due to the budget limitation.
Several days later.
Alright everyone, now time to launch the system.
I don't know how to use it.
As well as my team.
The training not related to our job. Actually, we planned a proper training, but the budget was cut. Before we could update the materials, the system changed again. Another new system?
Attention!
Yes.
New AI-powered system installed successfully.
What happened to my laptop?
Yes.
Now I understand. The problem is not that employees are refusing to learn.
The training not relevant. Also, we face a limited budget constraint.
And technology changed very quickly.
So, we need to solve this problem quickly by preparing a better training program and prepare for any changes. Are you guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, thank you for watching that short video. So, the video has given us a clear snapshot of how continuous training and employee development can shape both of individual growth and organizational success. So, building on that, our discussion today is drawn from the 2024 journal article by Maria Rietas about the role of training and continuous development in improving employee productivity and its impact towards the company financial performance. The findings are reinforced by other studies across industries, such as from banking and steel to utilities and services, which is all pointing to the same conclusion. Effective training not only sharpen technical and soft skill, but also strengthen adaptability, support digital transformation, and drive long-term performance. So, these insights are echoed by external research as well, including reports from Deloitte and McKinsey, which is highlight how leadership supports organizational culture and strategic investment in people are critical to sustaining productivity in a rapidly changing workforce. So, with this foundation in mind, let's now turn to our first panelist, Arjana Alia binti Momana, who will share her perspective on the challenge and effectiveness of continuous training and development in today's organization. So, let's go.
Okay, thank you to Ahmad Zafran. One of the major issues highlighted in the article is disconnected and fragmented implementation of training programs. Many organizations invest heavily in employee training, but the implementation is often not aligned with broader organizational strategies and long-term business goals. As stated in the article, training initiatives are frequently conducted separately, resulting in lower employee engagement, inefficient application of skills, and missed opportunity for innovation, according to Maria Rietas 2024. In addition, there is often a gap between the intended benefits of training and its actual implementation. Many organization training programs are not strategically integrated into organizational objectives, causing them to lose effectiveness over time and limiting their ability to improve employee productivity and organizational performance. Furthermore, the article highlights that existing research tends to focus on isolated aspects of training such as ICT training and safety training, rather than examining how different training initiatives collectively contribute to productivity and financial performance. This fragmented understanding makes it difficult for organizations to develop comprehensive and effective training strategies. Therefore, organizations need to adopt more strategic and integrated approach to training to ensure that training investment generate meaningful outcomes for both employees and organizations. Thank you.
So, thank you so much to Arjana Alia binti Momana for those valuable insights. It's clear that continuous training and development can bring both opportunities that challenge that organization must carefully navigate. So, to broaden our perspective, let's now turn to our second panelist, which is Aina Atira binti Azamli, who will share her thoughts also in this particular issue. So, let's go.
Okay, so I will continue. Following the first issues, another major challenge in implementing continuous training and employee development is resources constraints and implementation barrier. This refers to a limitation in budget, technology, and managerial support that restrict organizations from providing effective and sustainable training programs. Basically, there are three main causes of these issues. Firstly is a budget limitation. Many organizations, especially SME, face financial constraints and often reduce training budget when resources are limited. This may result in a fewer training opportunity, lower quality program, and slower employee development. Second is rapid technological change. As technology evolves quickly, employee skills and training content can become outdated in a short period of time. Organizations must continuously invest in updating training materials and developing new competency. According to the Antonio Guterres at the United Nations Transforming Education Summit 2022, employees need digital, problem-solving, and lifelong learning skills to remain relevant in today's workplace. So the third one is the limited managerial support. Even when the training programs are available, their effectiveness depends on leadership commitment. Without strong support from the manager, training may be prioritized, leading to lower participations and weaker learning outcomes. So as a result, employees may experience skill gaps and limited career growth, while organizations may face a lower productivity, reduced innovations, and difficulty in maintaining competitiveness. Therefore, these resources constraints can become a significant barrier to a long-term organizational success. As a result, employees may experience skill gaps and limited career growth, while organizations may face a lower productivity, reduced innovations, and difficulties in maintaining competitiveness. So therefore, these resource constraints can become a significant barrier to a long-term organizational success.
So thank you once again to Aina Atira for those thoughtful reflections. As we continue to this important discussion, I now would like to invite our third panelist, Nur Alida Shafiqah, to share her perspective also. She will explore on how organizations can enhance the effectiveness of training and development programs and highlight practical strategies to ensure this initiative truly supports both organizational objective and objectives. We're eager to gain her insight on aligning training efforts with long-term goals and involving the needs of the workforce. So, let's go.
Alright, thank you for inviting me to this HR Chit Chat. Today, I will discuss another critical challenge about this topic, which is employee resistance to change. According to the frontier in psychology, resistance to change refers to the employee negative attitude and behavior when organization introduce a new system, technology, or working method. This issue is critical because research indicated approximately 60 to 70% of organization changes initiated fail, with employee resistance being one of the main reasons for failure. There are two main causes of this issue. First is a weak organizational learning culture. According to the study, organizations that do not encourage continuous learning, knowledge sharing, and employee development tend to have employees who are less adaptable to change. This is because employees become comfortable with their existing work method, which reduces their confidence when new systems or technologies are introduced. Second is a fear and uncertainty, a significant psychological factor. According to Sama et al., employees often worry about how organization changes will affect their job roles, performance, and job security. This uncertainty creates a fear and anxiety, causing employees to view changes as a threat rather than opportunity. The impact can be very significant, especially for organizations. Resistance to change can reduce organization effectiveness as employees may be unwilling to support a new initiative. This will slow the implementation of a new system and process, making it harder for the organization to achieve their goals and drive innovation. This issue can be explained through organizational justice theory and group expectancy theory. Organizational justice theory suggests that employees are more likely to accept change when they feel the decision, procedure, and communication in the organization are fair. Meanwhile, Room's expectancy theory explains that employees are more willing to support change when they believe they are capable of adapting and that change will lead to a positive outcome. If these conditions are not met, employees are more likely to resist the changes. That's all.
So thank you very much to Nur Alida Shafiqah for those thoughtful insights. We've heard about the challenge organizations face in implementing continuous training and development. And now it's time to look ahead. To make this discussion more practical, I would like to invite all three of our panelists to share their recommendation on how those challenges can be addressed. So let's begin with our first panelist, and then we'll continue with the rest. As each of you highlight the key of recommendation that truly can make a difference in today's workday. So let's go.
Okay, thank you to the moderator. To address this issue of disconnected and fragmented training implementation, organizations should integrate training programs with their overall business strategies and organizational goals. According to Maria Gupta 2024, managers should ensure that training initiatives are aligned with employee needs and organizational objectives, so that the knowledge and skills gained can directly contribute to business performance. In addition, organizations should implement personalized training programs that are tailored to employees' specific job requirements and skill gaps. When training is relevant to employees' daily responsibility, they are more likely to apply what they have learned and improve their productivity. Furthermore, organizations should regularly evaluate training effectiveness and foster a culture of continuous learning. Continuous evaluation helps ensure that training programs remain relevant and aligned with organizational goals, while a learning culture encourages employees to continuously develop their skills and adapt to changing business needs. So, from my perspective, organizations should also conduct regular training, needs assessment, and provide post-training coaching to ensure that employees can effectively transfer their learning into workplace performance. Thank you.
So, in terms of solutions, organization can start by conducting a need assessment to ensure training is targeted and cost effective. This helps organizations to allocate limited budget more efficiently by focusing on actual skill gap. The second one, organization can diversity their training method through e-learning, coaching, and on-the-job training. This is because this approach provides a flexible learning opportunities and help employees to keep up with a rapid technological change in the organizations. And then lastly, organizations should also evaluate training outcomes and gather employee feedback because they help managers understand the effectiveness of training and improve future programs. So finally, organizations need to continuously update their training content to remain relevant to changing industry and technological demands. This is according to Maria Iertas 2024. Overall, effective employees development require not only sufficient resources but also strategic planning and strong managerial commitment. In my point of view, organizations that continuously invest in learning and adapt to change will be better prepared to maintain a skilled and competitive workforce.
Alright, one effective solution to reduce employee resistance to change is to develop a strong organizational learning culture. According to Pushkaska, organizations that encourage continuous learning, knowledge sharing, and employee development are more adaptable to change because employees become more confident and prepared to face new challenges. For example, Toyota implemented the Kaizen culture, which promotes the continuous improvement and employee involvement in problem solving. This culture encourages employees to continuously learn, share ideas, and improve their work process. As a result, employees become more open to change and more willing to apply new knowledge and skills in the workplace. Therefore, a strong organizational learning culture helps employees adapt to change more effectively and reduce resistance to organizational changes. That's all.
So, thank you to all three panelists for sharing such a valuable insight today. We explored the challenge organizations face in implementing continuous training and development, and we also heard about practical recommendations on how to overcome them. As we conclude, let us remember that effective development programs are not only about improving employees, but also they are about shaping the future of organization. With the right strategies, leadership, and commitment, training becomes a powerful fulcrum. On behalf of them, thank you for being part of this discussion. We hope today's conversation inspires meaningful action in your own workplace. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum.